Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. Let's just jump straight into it. But before we do, folks, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to drop a comment. Those three small things really do help a little channel like this grow and reach more people like yourself. So, like I said, let's jump straight into it. So, Japan really is opening the doors to everything crypto related, and this is so important for all of us. Okay, it's another country for starters, but not only is this just any country, Japan really are the technology leaders. They have been since the end of World War II. They figured out there was a gap in the market and they filled that gap, and the whole world went for a technological boom. PlayStation absolutely took over for a very long time just as a home gaming console, let alone the sound systems and everything like that that comes from opening the doors in a country like that to the probability of all of the possibilities that can happen. And for us, in our case, it's going to be NFT markets, it's going to be games, it's going to be play to earn games, they're going to be looking at coins. You're going to be seeing so much information on the Japan situation, and I'm honestly going to stick by my gut feeling of what I saw on Twitter. I love Easter eggs. I bury Easter eggs in all of my projects. Some people have found them, some people don't find them. We do all sorts of little secretive things like that. Elon Musk changed the Doge logo to, he changed the Twitter logo to Dogecoin. Okay, it did nothing. But if you click that logo once, then entered the Konami code, okay, and then just waited, the logo span. Okay, it span, I think it was 3 times exactly. There's something in that. The Konami cheat code is something that originates way back to the early days of gaming in Japan. It was created by an individual guy who worked at Konami. He's now leading the charge for opening the doors to crypto. There's something there, okay? Elon has more or less pointed the finger at it. Call it a hunch, call it a fishwife's tale, call it a tinfoil hat theory, call it whatever you want. But the honest and the open truth is this is happening, and it has been happening since, around that time of those things going on. We saw real prominent signs that, yes, we are opening the doors to crypto here in Japan. Yes, there are going to be all sorts of things. What I'm most looking forward to here on the channel, as sad as it sounds, is Pokemon NFTs. I'm going to be all over those Pokemon NFTs just because of the simple fact is that I grew up in that generation, and I know that sort of community is ever growing. It's of all ages, ranging from, people that are in the real late stages of their lives to people that are in the various early stages of their lives. They're still selling Pokemon cards now, and there's a huge market out there. Japan opening the doors is huge for the NFT marketplace as a whole. It brings new ideas and it brings a new light to crypto as a whole, as well as NFTs, because NFTs are shunned because, 9 times out of 10, they're useless. They don't do anything. They're just sold for their art, and people don't really understand the concept of what an NFT is. It's like a passport. It should be a passport to like loads of projects and all of these different kind of airdrops and cool things that you can get. A lot of projects do build up to that, but just having these doors open, it's going to be huge. It's all set apparently for, a summer launch, and wanting this to happen, for me, it's huge. But what it brings for crypto, for everybody, for the people listening to this video, it's more equity in the market, more unique holders, more unique buyers. The market cap's probably going to go up. This could be the first trigger of things moving upwards, and guess what? Other countries will likely begin to use what Japan have done to move forward. And things that I really take note of is things like this. This was actually something that I read around this time last year, okay? And it was how GTA 6 could introduce a crypto reward system. Well, now recently, okay, there's been a lot of talk saying, no, well, they're not going to do that. But let me just make a guesstimation, kind of what I'm thinking. They are going to introduce something like that. I honestly believe that, and I believe it will be all linked into the online. If anybody knows what 5mod is, okay, then you'll understand what I'm going on about. If you don't know what 5mod is, go look it up on Google. It's more or less a modified version of Grand Theft Auto, and people already use crypto in it to make transactions, to buy things, to sell things. It's absolutely insane. I can assure you now, Rockstar are looking into this. Rockstar do not miss a beat when it comes to making extra money or really selling a system and a game that's going to break previous records, going to bring in groundbreaking record and break all of those kind of records. For these companies, it's all about, what are the kids doing? How can we make this so we garner in more kids who are going to go to their parents and get their parents to, spend money on this game, get adults to spend money on this game? And how can then, how can we advance this? Well, kids could make money from the game. There's all of these different things that, we're coming into a time now where crypto is going to become to be embraced instead of shunned. And I've seen previously with, my traveling to Japan and, my history with Japan is that a lot of countries have always used what they've done to more or less use as like a Tendermint client. If you're not into LUNC, it's like a base system that everybody uses to make a blockchain in the cosmos. It's like a consistently utilized thing, but there's so many things that Japan created, and we could go on Wikipedia, we could look at the lists of where that's now utilized in the world technology wide. I honestly believe, because I've done a few videos here now, Japan opening the doors is groundbreaking for crypto, and it's going to excel us to higher highs and higher lows, and hopefully, lock in a lot of like permanent liquidity, permanent holders that are here for the long haul. And with Japan launching the digital yen, them going through the CBDC process, that's almost done. It's insane. Even like the largest airline in Japan are launching an NFT marketplace. And if you've not been to Japan or somewhere in Japan, like Tokyo, for a Pokemon event or like a historic day for Pokemon, it's insane. They take, celebrating, they take merchandising and all of those different things to the next level. What do you think they're going to do with the NFT market? I'm really excited to see what this NFT airline marketplace is going to be like. And is it, where are the Pokemon NFTs going to launch? Because I can guarantee you now, that's a no-brainer. If you go and look at the price of Pokemon cards and the price of all of the different things to do with Pokemon, you would be shocked. But if your kids are into Pokemon, you've been into Pokemon, you'll totally understand where I'm coming from. This for me is a really good positive sign for crypto underlying, and it's all part of the ever brewing situation where eventually it gets to the point where people just can't help themselves and people start reinvesting. Folks, none of this has been financial advice. It's all been for educational purposes. Stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, beware of scammers, beware of doppelgangers, beware of anybody pretending to be me, and I'll catch you in the next one.